What's up, everybody? On today's video, I'm going to teach you how to look up arrest records in Florida. So let's start off with Manatee County, where we currently live. We're going to go here. You'll see their website, Arrest Inquiries. When you click on it, you'll immediately see you go to their website, and it shows you everybody who's been arrested in Manatee County. So I'm Jose Rodriguez, so let's look for me right now real quick. Jose Rodriguez. And let's see how many times I've been arrested here in Manatee County. You could also go by a booking number. So let's do a search for Jose Rodriguez. And here's a serious one. Deadly weapon without intent. So Ernesto Rodriguez. For some reason that I don't understand, it scrolls you to the bottom of Manatee County. They got to fix that. But here's Ernesto Rodriguez. And Ernesto Rodriguez, it tells you his name. His middle name is Yacer Ernesto Rodriguez. And he also with a deadly weapon without intent to kill somebody. So he had a deadly weapon, but he wasn't trying to kill him. He just wanted to prove his point. So there he is. And that's pretty much how this county works. So let's go back to the main page. When you go back to the main page just for a general search, it's just going to give you all of the recent arrests. So the most recent arrest is Monica. She left the scene of a crash with property damage. Let's look at her real quick. There's no photo for her yet because she's a recent arrest. Driving while a suspended license. Let's look at Dustin real quick. There's Dustin. And Dustin was driving with a suspended license. Okay, so we're back in Google now, and we're going to look for Naples, Florida. All right, so we are now interested in looking up Naples, Florida. So we're going to write Collier arrest on Google. And the first thing that comes up is the Collier County's website for arrest. Now, they have their terms and conditions, so you have to accept that before you can see it, and it shows you this. Now, Collier County is one of my favorites because you have the search bar, but all you do is you put in a date here. So let's look at 10/6/23, which was yesterday. This is definitely one of my favorite counties to do this in because you get a photo of the person and you get a little bit more information than other counties. So let's see if there's anybody I know being arrested. Here's Angelica Dalton. I don't know her, but she's got long blonde hair. It tells you the date of birth. It even tells you where she lives. So she lives in Bonita Springs. So this young lady is from Bonita Springs. And she failed to notify of a change of address. So she's been in trouble before. In 2014, she had the Harrow. Look at Thomas real quick. What do you think Thomas did? I think he was homeless and trespassing. Let's click on Thomas and we'll see what he did. Because you can't see the charge. You can only see the face. He's still in custody, and he open container. So in Naples, Florida, if you're drinking out in public, they get you on open container. And this is a charge that he's had twice already. So he's most likely homeless, and he likes to drink out in public, and they'll arrest him for that in Naples. He was in a hotel printing fake money. He's still in custody. He's in a world of trouble. Panto Yolandi Ortelio Yoandri. He's in custody. He lives in Naples. And wow, he's got quite the charges here from looks like defrauding and fraud. So this guy, he was running a scam. What he was probably doing, I'm going to assume, is that he had fake driver's licenses, fake credit cards, and he was going around applying for credits for vehicles that then would then get stolen. That's one possibility. Of course, we don't know exactly what he was doing, but that's the nature of these crimes. Would suggest that he's a professional scam artist, and he has obtained. Yeah, there it is. He's done it in the past before, obtaining property over $50,000, impersonating use of an ID. Exactly what I thought he was doing, and it's not his first time doing it. So just in 8/20, so just 2 months ago, they caught him doing it already, and he's back at it again. So this guy is a master scam artist. Well, what he probably does, he impersonates somebody using their fake ID. So he'll steal your identity, use it to buy something, obtain property over $50,000. He'll buy a car or a dump truck or something, and then he'll steal it. And it's considered stealing because, he used these criminal methods to obtain it. So what this guy was doing is he would, steal your identity, go apply for a vehicle loan, let's say for a Chevy 3500 or something, and then he would part it out or, cross it over to Mexico or whatever, he'd make it disappear. Now, he's made his way around. He's got charges. So this guy's a professional. So he's been arrested in Naples. He's got charges in Sarasota. And now we're seeing charges in Marion County, which is Ocala, Highlands County, which is Sebring. And again, it's the same exact thing. So he's got charges left and right. Criminal use of personal ID, grand theft of motor vehicle, exactly what I thought. Unlawful use of two-way communication, so he had a police scanner. Scheme to defraud. Organized fraud, 50,000 or more. So that's a consistent thing. Fraudulent use of identification. And back in 2020, he had some charges as well. Intent to possess 5 or more identifications. So he's been doing this since 2020, guys. He had fake credit cards. So he started with the fake credit cards. Possession or stolen credit cards. So back in 2020, he got caught with fake credit cards and 5 IDs. But somehow, 3 years later, he's back on the road, and now he's got an even better scam. This scam he's running now is a lot better than the one he was running before, but that just goes to show that he was only in for, 3 years? I mean, how do you go from fake credit cards that's supposed to be 15, 10 years? Who knows how he got out so early, but he's back at it again, guys. So, this is a very common scam in Florida. And I'm sure we could even see if he owns property now. I'll show you guys. We'll put in his name. Here we are at the Collier County property appraiser, and we can actually do a search for him. And we're going to look for Pantoja, which is a very strange name. Let's see if he owns any property. Pantoja Fernandez. His name is Yoandri Ortelio. Pantoja. But see how you're already getting a lot of Pantojas here. Inocente. He's definitely not innocent. Oh, these Pantojas, they're definitely, look, they have family trust. Maybe he's got it in a trust. My goodness. That's not a common last name. Alberto Garcia, Connie, Eddie, Elio. Could it be him? Elio? Ortelio. Maybe it's Elio. See, Elio Ortelio. Maybe that's him. Let's find out. Maybe it's just Elio. I'm not sure if it is. Aniuska. I don't know. It could be this guy right here. Let's just look for it could be this guy. This is the zip code match 334. And let's see if it matches his zip code. He's in 16, so it's not this guy. In 2020, he was doing credit card fraud. He's already back out there again. And look at how much better he got at what he's doing. I mean, this guy was definitely banking hard on the scam. And in Florida, I'll tell you, he might have made millions of dollars already. I mean, if they're catching him for these charges, there's no telling how many millions of dollars he's made. So, see, this is interesting. This petty theft, less than $100. See, that's the type of thing that's pretty stupid, to get arrested for stealing $100. Reina Lopez. Reina is Spanish for queen. She's from Fomado. Hey, baby, she from Fomado. And Reina Lopez was arrested. She's 23 years old. Ooh, she's a fighter, too. Resisting arrest, interfering with law enforcement without violence. She had the coca leaves. She smuggled and contraband, and so she had some stuff stashed in the stash spot. So she had it on her. She had the work on her, and she wasn't afraid to bring it into the detention center. At his age of 62 years old, he failed to obey a police officer. And he had a shopping cart. So it's like a war on homeless people. Now, he looks like he shaved up pretty well. He doesn't look completely decrepit. But, illegal possession of a shopping cart and failure to obey the police. So this is a homeless person being arrested just for being homeless. Then there's Del Nil Sol. Let me just guess what he did. He lives in Bonita Springs. His name is Sanchez. I think he was driving without a valid driver's license. And no valid driver's license. Wow, how did I know that? Who knows? Am I just good at profiling people? And there's Victor Torres. I think Victor Torres, who's also from Bonita Springs. Let me tell you. They're going after guys from Bonita Springs. They're targeting Hispanics in Bonita. I think he had a DUI. Yep, he sure as crap did. Pablo, let's see here. Michaela Walls. Let's see what she did. She's in custody still. I think she got in a fight. Am I good? Sometimes, look, we talk about, you shouldn't be prejudiced, but I'm going to tell you, sometimes you could just look at somebody and be like, she got in a fight. And, you shouldn't be prejudiced, but if your prejudice are accurate, come on, man, you got to give me that. You got to give me that. Okay, that's 3 in a row. Let's see if we can find another one. This guy looks like he was shocked. Like, oh, he couldn't believe he got arrested. He was like, I'm getting arrested. Look at his face. He's like, I can't believe I'm getting arrested. These folks are really coming after me like that. He looked shocked. Like, he couldn't believe he got arrested. Let's see what he did. I don't even know what he did. Like, this guy's innocent right here. This guy's innocent. He's like shocked. Look at his face. Like, I'm getting arrested. Like, I'm losing my job. This guy had a lot to lose. He's thinking about his job right now. He's thinking about that bonus he had coming up in December. This guy messed up for real. He had synthetic cannabinoids. Okay, so that might explain why he's shocked. What do we have here? Regina Fernandez. Blue hair, blue eyebrows. She was smuggling contraband. Regina, we as a society have determined that we want to know where you are. Angela Narela. Look at Angela Narela. She looks Cuban for sure. Angela Narela Gonzalez. Lives in Naples, and she's probably Cuban. She's got that Cuban black hair. I think she's definitely stealing people's stuff. Yep, I can see a thief when I see one. She just likes to take things that weren't hers. Now, Matthew, and a red-nosed reindeer looking type of dude. Aaron Matthew Martell is having a bad day. It's like a sad version of Ronald McDonald, but homeless. I think I think it's something real petty. Let's find out. He had powder and meth, and he was homeless, trespassing on a structure. It's crazy to think that with as expensive as Naples is, that they're dealing with stuff like this, like a homeless person trespassing on a structure with meth in Naples, Florida. Gosh, Naples is an expensive place, man. It's like, but even in Naples, they're arresting a lot of homeless people. All right, get this thing out of my. Who is this ugly guy? Arrest him. Okay, so finally, guys, we are at the Lee County Sheriff's Office website. And let us now... Man, they got this guy's face plastered on everything. This guy sure likes the camera. Anyways, man, this guy loves to be in front of the camera. This is the Lee County Sheriff's Office, and I guess it's been taken over by this guy who wants to have his face plastered on everything. So let's look at Lee County Sheriff's Office here. Alright, guys, so this is the Lee County Sheriff's website for arrest searches. Now, I think you have to... You used to be able to just put in a date. I wonder if I could just look up who's in custody. Okay, so we were actually able to look at who's in custody. So this is who is currently in custody in Lee County. So if you click on it, he did a vehicle theft. This is set up nicely. A vehicle theft, grand theft, moving violation. So you can see the photo. So in Lee County, you get the photo, and when you click on it, it drops down what they did. So you don't even have to leave the main page. Sue Harris Karen. What did Karen do? She had a DUI. It's typical for Karens. These are some ugly looking people in Lee County. I will tell you, these people are not photogenic. These people look ugly, unshaven. Look at how many of these people haven't shaved. Except for this guy, he shaved Mark. Let's see what Mark did. He conducted violation, battery, he hit somebody. Mark is the only guy in Lee County right now that's shaved. None of these guys are shaved. Like, he's got a beard. This girl's got a neck tattoo. If you're looking for a price catch, guys, this girl right here is it. Neck tattoos and everything. Now that right there is a classy girl. She's, Katie. It's one of your neighbors down there. Katie lived on this street, Panther Lane. Panther Lane is right across from the school. I know these apartments well. Katie's family lives here, so I know this street real well. It's not a bad area at all. Guys, if you're still single and you're looking for a good woman, she's in custody right now. All you got to go do and bail her out and Good luck with the rest. Larceny. Oh, wow. This guy stole something worth between 20 to 100,000. See, that's what I'm saying about Hispanic crime. You got to give Hispanics credit for being... We don't just go... We go for the big stuff, you know? I know a lot of people say Hispanics are a bunch of criminals, and a lot of us are. But at least he went for the big money. You got to give him credit. He stole something more than $20,000. It gives you exactly his address. He's living in Golden Gate City. Let's see what his house looked like. I love how you get so much information. So he's living in the hood. He's not living all that good. Is he driving a Saturn? He went for $20,000 to $100,000. So he was making big moves. Is that a girl with a teardrop tattoo? My goodness, what did she do then, you know? Obstructing justice, tampering with evidence, burglary, obstructing justice. In Henry County, so she's out of LaBelle, and it tells you exactly where she was living. That's crazy. They tell you exactly where these people are living. That is wild. You can actually see how they were living, dude. Like, that's crazy. Let's see if she was living good or bad. Is it a nice house or a bad neighborhood? Yeah, this isn't exactly where you want to live. It's, is that by Charleston Park or something up there? Not Charleston Park, it's that way. Okay, let's see how she was living. It's crazy that they would actually give you this much information. You can actually see how these people were living. Yeah, buddy, got that quad. So she was living somewhere in here. Wow, they're building houses like crazy in here. Look at this neighborhood. What the crap? They're just building, building, and building. All right, so we have here Joseph Scott out of Arcadia, Florida. It tells you exactly where he was living. And he's in custody for possession of a weapon by a felon. So he shouldn't have had a weapon, but he still had it on him. Right in the heart of Arcadia. Probably a nice little historic house. Let's take a look. Yeah, not bad looking. Nice little historic house here, but he had a weapon, and as a convicted felon, he should have never had a weapon on him. We as a society have decided that we don't want convicted felons having weapons. I guess that's the name of the town. Is he getting deported? He lives in Texas. I thought they were going to deport him. They're deporting all the good workers are getting deported, you know? He looks like I'd hire him. He lives in a really nice house in Texas. This is on a lake. Look at this, guys. He's got a house. Looks like a great looking house out there in Texas. There's no street view because it's the middle of nowhere, but this looks like a nice house with some tractors and, you know. Let's see. There it is, DePort, Texas, which is way up there. I hate that part of Texas. I know this part of Texas. It's a crappy part of Texas to live in. But he came all the way down to Lee County, and he decided to hit somebody with something, and now he's got a felony for battery. Again, these are all people in custody, so we're not going to assume they have money for bail. Alright, guys, so that is how you navigate and look up somebody on the internet who's got arrested. In the case of Lee County, Florida, you can even get their freaking address.